Welcome back to another Clutch Files video here at Reach Out Reptiles. You guys asked for it, so we're bringing it to you. I'm just here to tell you that this clutch has gone way too far from the selective breeding aspect. You know how that can happen, right? And I fully, completely, and solely blame Theron Lance. So the sire is 50% Kalatoa and 18.75% Jampea, Anery, Platinum, Sunfire, Tiger, Het Purple. The dam of this clutch is an amazing, just ungodly good looking 50% Slayer, purple albino with the deepest oranges that you can find anywhere in the reticulated python world. That makes these babies 25% Kalatoa, 25% Slayer, and 9.375 Jampea for the perfect mix if all you wanted was an explosion of color. And that's exactly what we got. We got so much color in this clutch, I don't care to guarantee that all of the different morphs are in there. So we're kind of like labeling what we can clearly see, selling the rest, and letting you guys figure it out if you end up taking one of these animals into your home and watching it grow. All I can tell you is it's gonna be amazing no matter which one you end up with. So here's what happened. There's two clutches that are kind of known for similar things in very different ways, and I don't know that anyone else would purposely put these together. The first one had to do with the sire of this clutch, okay? So you guys might remember clutch 21016. Right, this was a really fun clutch that was put together from our very own G.I. Joe and Nathan Katz to make some really small animals. Nathan Katz brought those small Richard Bilbo bloodlines. Joe brought in a genetically loaded snake that we produce here at Reach Out Reptiles, and putting those things together made an incredible clutch. They were Aneries, they were Het albino, they were 50% Kalatoa, but from a really high percentage one, and they just had all the incomplete dominant genetics practically. So within that clutch, there was Golden Child, there was Sunfire, there was Platinum, there was Tiger, there was Anery, there was Albino. The sire, though, didn't have the Golden Child, and that's a very good thing in this clutch, and I will tell you why. With the Golden Child being a patternless mutation, it blends together all of that genetic chaos that it would be from the Sunfire, the Platinum, and the Tiger. The Tiger brightens and stretches everything out, and you can see this in the sire, kind of a big stripe down his back. The Anery shifts everything to an unnatural color palette, and then the Platinum and the Sunfire are both color enhancing genes that throw a dose of that unnatural weirdness looking into this animal. Now I would describe this guy more of like a silver and green, but underneath that aneurysm, it's hiding intense levels of gold, yellows, and reds. Now when you think gold, yellow, and reds, what locality do you think of? Slayer, exactly, that's what I was thinking of. And that is what the dam, or the mother of this clutch, brings to the table. See, she was originally produced by Jeff Wilson. You guys might have known of his really funky, super like jagged, edgy, almost like postmodern art style Slayer line that actually was bred into the deep purple albinos. This girl, if you look at the background color, especially like along her tail, it's all filled in, it's vibrant red orange. Even as an adult, everyone wants the colors that hold, right? Mom's colors held well into adulthood. If anything, they intensified. She looks like a Sunfire on her own, but she doesn't even have that mutation. So here's where it all went wrong, all of it. Theron, you might remember him. He owned a Superdorf Het Amel that we had at our collection, and we used to do a maternal incubation clutch. That was super fun. So Theron and I have been friends going back a while now. We've done a lot of business together. He has a lot of animals he got from us. I believe both of these animals he actually got from me. He just wasn't supposed to put them together. You know, who would put the gray and greens in with the deep reds? But knowing that the aneurysm is recessive, it just doubled up so much on the reds, oranges, and boldness that it's incredible. I mean, look again at the mother of this clutch. If you hatched that snake, you would say that that was a purple Sunfire, right? And then as a breeder, you would just get in trouble when people would breed them out and they'd be like, hey, it didn't make any Sunfires. Although honestly, with as intense as that bloodline is, they probably wouldn't notice the difference whatsoever. So the reason why I say, Theron, you went too far is that when you bred all these animals together, brought the clutch up here and said, hey, Garrett, Reach Out Reptiles, here's all the genetic possibilities. It was kind of like all of them. but selectively missing anything that would shift it away from red, orange, gold, and bold contrast. So everything is deep red, orange. Everything is brilliant yellow. Everything has that jungle carpet-esque kind of bold contrast in it. And as a breeder, I don't want to put my name on saying that there's a morph in there that's not there, because the slayer and the addition of all the different variables make everything look like rainbow sherbet. So we have a problem. I mean, look at these babies, especially the albinos. The purple is deep, beautiful purple. I think it's gonna continue to get even deeper until it looks like the mom. With the sunfire that's in there, it's like bleeding into the red sides. You can see that fade where you get that transition zone from the lavender purples into the side color. And as an adult, as that color comes through, I think you're just gonna get this deep, actual red bleed. When these all hatched and they didn't like fully develop out their color, they just all looked like candy. And so we're like, okay, well, we know the albinos, we know the tigers, there's the pattern mutation. I can see platinum in some of these. Everything looked deep red orange, like a sunfire. Some of these are sunfires, some of these are not sunfires. It's gone to the point where this bloodline is so far in that direction, custom bred into like deep red oranges, that I don't even care to label anything sunfire at this point. So that's a problem for me as a breeder. Probably not so much if someone wanted to like get an animal from this clutch, because I mean, they're dwarf and super dwarf cross, right? So that's not as expensive as like the high percentage super dwarf stuff, making them really affordable. The Slayer as the dwarf in there adds so much color from two epic bloodlines with the Clutch 16 stuff and the, you know, the old school albino Slayers. It's so much good stuff in one animal that I just kind of labeled them as albinos and tigers and a little bit of platinum here and there, and we're selling them. I don't know. I can't even put words on the amount of colors that are in these animals. So enjoy this little B-roll montage of crazy oranges that some are gonna develop into insane golds, some of them into deep reds, and almost every animal that anyone would buy out of this clutch 23009, is gonna have a lot more going on genetically than what we ever charged you for. So you're gonna get a bunch of hash cards. Maybe I'll just leave some blank space at the end of the hatch certificate that you can fill out on your own. That's enough for me. I'll go ahead and give you some eye candy of snakes that already look like candy, and you can let me know if Theron went too far on this one in that comment section below. Well guys, that's hashtag CL23009, one of the most color intense clutches of the year. Really unique and interesting blend of localities. Super custom snakes. They're so colorful. I mean, it looks like I ate a bunch of Skittles and immediately threw up. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Let us know. We'll catch you next time.